Hello and welcome to your introductory class for Functional Pilates with Gabrielle. Our workouts are done using correct posture and breathing techniques, so let's start by going over them. We'll begin with the base of the body. Our feet should be hip distance apart and parallel, so have a look. Are your toes pointing out or turned in? And make sure that they're adjusted so they're pointing straight forward. Feel where your hip bones are. Your feet should be that wide apart, so if they are too wide, just bring it back in. Now noticing your knees, are they locked back or hyperextended? If so, we just want to gently soften them so that our weight is supported by our muscles, not loading our knee joints. Now bending your knees, have a look. Are they pointing in line with your toes or are they knocking in together? If they're turned in, you want to imagine turning your inner thighs out. As you do this, you'll find your knees point in line with your toes and you might have some activation wrapping around the base of the glutes. Moving to your pelvis, place the heels of your hands on your hip bones and fingertips on your pubic bone. You'll notice your pelvis can rock forward and back. We want to find our neutral position, which is where your hip bones and pubic bone are in the same vertical plane as each other. If the pelvis is shunted forward, we just want to bring the weight back to the heels a little bit further. This all forms the correct curve through the lower back. If you keep your ribs tucked down at the base, this will help the mid-back area of the spine. Now for the upper back, imagine pulling your armpits down towards your hips. As you do this, you might feel the stretch through the tops of the shoulders and activation below the armpits and below the shoulder blades. Imagine being lifted up through the top back of the head or from your ears so that your neck is nice and long and your head is stacked right on top of the rest of the body. Any muscles you feel working right now may be ones that you need to strengthen so that this becomes really simple to hold. Moving on to our breathing technique, placing your hands on your abs, inhale deeply through your nose, and then exhale with a shushing sound. We're going to breathe all the way back out. Now inhale again through the nose. You get a really deep filtered breath using the nose, then exhaling with your shushing sound. The shushing sound is used to activate the abs. So as we breathe in, the abs get bigger, and as we breathe out, we pull the belly button in towards the spine. We breathe in through the nose and out with the shushing sound. We will start every exercise nice and slow like this, and once we've done a few reps, we'll be speeding it up. And when we speed it up, this is designed to get your heart rate up, and you're going to be going at your own pace, breathing as loud and as fast as you can. We always will be matching our movement to this breath, remembering we pull the abs in before we move every time. Now, as we get moving, if you feel your lower back or the tops of shoulders or neck or any of your joints, then you'll need to make your movement smaller or adjust your posture or stop altogether. Now, let's get started. So begin lying down on your right hand side. Your heels are stacked, your knees are stacked, your hips and shoulders are stacked. So let's just shuffle that right shoulder down and imagine scooping your waist up to stabilize the spine. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, pull your abs in and slowly lifting your left knee only as high as the pelvis is still. Now inhale to slowly lower that leg back down again. Exhale, pull the abs in, lifting the knee up just as high as the pelvis doesn't roll back, and inhale, bring it down. Exhale, pull the abs in, slowly lifting up, and inhale slowly to lower. Exhale, abs in, squeezing your heels and lift, and inhale, bringing it back down. Exhale, abs in, lifting up, feeling the center of your glute starting to activate as we lift this leg. You might feel the side of the leg, even all the way down through the calf too. Exhale, pull your abs in and lift just as high as the hips are still. Inhale to lower, and then you can do this all with a bit more power. So making your breath louder, pull the abs in, then lift. Abs in, then lift. Still making sure that you are only going as high as the pelvis and the rest of the spine are really, really stable. Well done. You've got another 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring that leg all the way down, and we'll switch sides. So rolling over onto your left hand side now, resting your head and your arm. Heels and knees are together. To stack your shoulders, remember we pull that left shoulder down and we try to scoop the waist up. Place your hand on your abs, inhaling through your nose, and exhale, pull your abs in, lifting your right knee just as high as the pelvis is stable, and breathe in to lower. Exhale, abs in, slowly lifting the right knee, and inhale, slowly lower back down. Exhale, feel your abs deflate, then lifting the knee up and breathing into lower. Once again, feeling the outer side of this right leg and specifically right into the center of that right glute. Breathing into lower. Exhale, abs in, then lift. Inhale, slowly to lower. Exhale, abs in, then lifting, only as high as the pelvis is stable. Breathing into lower. Exhale, abs in, then you lift. Inhale to lower, and then again, you've got your power up, so making your breath louder. Abs in, then you lift each time. Squeezing the heels together, keeping your pelvis really stable throughout. Another 4, 3, 2, one more time, and you can release all the way down. Tap it out if you need to. Some of you might have been lucky enough to feel both sides still on that second one. Now from here, let's roll onto the back. Bending your knees, bring your feet together and bring your feet back so that the heels are pretty much under the knees. You want your arms long by your sides with your palms facing up and your chin tucked. Inhale through the nose to prepare, and exhale, abs in, tuck pubic bone to belly button and roll the pelvis up, one vertebra at a time. Inhale to hold it up here. And then exhale, abs in to roll all the way back down, one vertebra at a time. It's really important not to go too high with this one. Inhale, hold. Exhale, abs in. Tuck pubic bone to belly button to flatten the lower back. Roll the pelvis up one vertebra at a time. Hold it up here, breathing in. And exhale, abs in, rolling all the way back down. So you notice as I come up, I'm keeping my ribs tucked down and keeping a good scoop through my abs. Inhale, hold it up here, and exhale, abs in, slowly roll down again, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, hold, and exhale, abs in, just tucking pubic bone to belly button harder and squeezing the butt. Inhale through the nose, exhale, abs in, tuck pubic bone to belly button hard and squeeze the butt. Inhale through the nose. As you squeeze the butt, keep tucking the base of the ribs down as well. In through the nose, then exhale, abs in, tuck and squeeze. Inhale through the nose, and you can do this with more power. So feeling the backs of your thighs and feeling your glutes. You might also be feeling your abs just tightening with your pubic bone to belly button tuck and the ribs tucking down. Keep it up here, making sure you're only as high as the lower back is not loaded, and then we'll roll down again, one vertebra at a time. Let's shuffle the feet away from us a little bit now and interlock the hands behind the base of the head. We're using our flat back position with this next movement. So starting by breathing in to prepare, and exhale, pull your abs in and tuck pubic bone to belly button to flatten the lower back. Maintaining that position the whole time. Inhale, hold. Then exhale, abs in, slide your ribs down towards your hips to fold up into your ab prep position and stay here. Then exhale, abs in, twisting the ribs to the left and straighten your right leg long, and inhale back to the middle. Exhale, abs in, twisting to the right, straighten the left leg long, and inhale, center. Exhale, abs in, twisting to the left. Now you don't have to lengthen the leg if it's too challenging, just keep the feet on the mat. Exhale, abs in, twisting to the right with the ribs, and inhale to the center. As you're twisting, really go rib to opposite hip across the body, breathing in center. Exhale, abs in, rib to opposite hip, rather than trying to pull your elbow across the body. Notice that my arms are really stable, and they're just there to carry the weight of the head. Exhale, abs in, twisting to the right, and inhale to the middle. Exhale, abs in, twist to the left, breathing into the center, and one more time slow, really sliding those ribs down, and then we can power this one up. So making your breath louder, really make an effort to pull your abs in before you start to twist each time. So you're always initiating your movement with your breath. Abs in and twist. Good. Abs in, then twist. Keeping the pelvis really stable. You're still tucking pubic bone to belly button. Inhale, center, and you can release all the way back down. Well done. You should have felt a good load through the abs there. Now from here, I'll get you to roll up and come up to your hands and knees. Placing your hands under your shoulders, shuffle the knees back so you're on a forwards incline. If you can't kneel, then you're welcome to stand up and pop your hands against the wall instead. Inhale to bend your elbows and exhale abs in to push back up. Inhale, slowly bend, then exhale, pull those abs in, then you push. Inhale, slowly bending down, exhale, abs in, shoulders down and push. Only bend as far as you don't let your pelvis drop lower than everything else. Abs in to push. Inhale, slowly bending down, exhale, abs in to push. Making sure your head is heavy so your neck is not loaded. Inhale, bend, exhale, abs in to push. Inhale, slowly down, exhale, abs in, then push. Breathing in, slowly bend, and then you can do this with more power. So making sure every time you pull your abs in and you pull your armpits to hips before you start to push. You're only going as deep as you can stabilize your pelvis and shoulders so we're not loading the lower back. For another 3 and 2 and one more time. Well done. All right, from there, give your arms a good shake. So it's likely you felt plenty through them. You're welcome to circle your arms back and around. Circling your wrists and your thumbs can help to release the wrists too. Now standing up, let's have the feet hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale, pull the abs in, stepping your left foot in front of you, lifting your back heel, bending down into a lunge, making sure your front knee is on top of the heel, not swayed forward over the toes. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, abs in, right foot forward and then straight down that back knee. So again, making sure you can see your toes on the front foot and you're really upright. Inhale up. Exhale, abs in, left foot forward. You can bring your right arm forward with you. And inhale up. Exhale, abs in, right foot forward, dropping straight down into your lunge. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale, abs in. So you're trying to keep your torso stacked right on top of that back leg. As you can see here, if you need to make it smaller, then go for it. Just do a little step, lifting the back heel, and you can barely bend down. You're still going to work all the same muscles, but it's going to be more supportive for your joints. Inhale, coming up. Remembering we only go as deep as you don't load those joints. So exhale, abs in, lunging down just as deep as you're not feeling anything through your actual knee joint. Exhale, abs in, you can power this up. So making your breath louder, get those arms moving with you. Well done. Our lunges are awesome for strengthening all the muscles that support your joints through your legs, so your ankles, knees, hips. Really good for keeping the body super functional as they help us to get up and down off the ground with ease. All right, last time here. And you can give those legs a good shake if you need to. And then last exercise today. So what I'll get you to do is bring your feet out wide apart. The toes are turned out slightly so that we can keep our knees in line with them. Breathe in to prepare. And exhale, pull the abs in, push your knees really wide so your inner thighs are turned out as you lower down into your squat. Make sure you can wiggle your toes so you'll know the weight is in the right position through the heels and outer sides of the feet. Exhale, abs in, slowly bending down. And inhale deeply through the nose, really slowly with control coming up. Exhale, abs in, bending down. These are also awesome for your joints through your legs, so really helping you to strengthen the base of the body. Exhale, abs in, turn the inner thighs out so the knees point in line with those toes. And inhale, slowly coming back up again. Exhale, abs in, slowly bending down. And inhale deeply through the nose to come back up. Exhale, abs in, slowly to lower. And inhale deeply through the nose to lengthen, making sure not to lock those knees. Exhale, abs in, bending down. Inhale through the nose, get the full breath back in. Exhale, abs in, inner thighs turning out, knees pointing in line with the toes. Breathing in to come back up again, and then more power, go for it. So louder breathing here. Last exercise of the class. So really put everything into it, pulling the abs in, pushing the knees wide. Again, remember your weight is through your heels and outer sides of the feet, so you've got your clear arches through your feet. Well done, and from there coming to a stop. Now give those legs a really good shake. Give your arms a good shake as well. You can relax your head and have a good bounce out to lengthen and loosen through the tops of the shoulders. The shaking is awesome for getting more oxygen to your body, and this is all going to help with your recovery. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, any questions, flick me a message or email. Well done, everyone. See you soon.